We can hear all day long speaking about Georgia. In this country, in Georgia, everybody thinks about everybody. Is around her, all day long, 24 hours, 7 days per week, 30 days per month. This feeling is unpayable.
You already told me something about you, but just tell the people who you are and what do you do.
Hello, Jan. It's Giorgi. I'm 33 years old. I born in Georgia, but I'm like 17 years living in Spain. So I have my family here, my friends, and all summers, every August, like 3 weeks minimum, I'm here in Georgia, in this nice place where we are now. For me, the most important 3 weeks in a year is to be here in my home place, where I born, where I would like to live, but in my personal and familiar terms couldn't give me opportunity to live here, so we had to leave Georgia and starting living in Spain. So this is my life, living in Spain and coming in vacations in Georgia.
That's so nice. I want to talk to you about Georgia and also about you personally, how you feel about going to Spain. And let's start with this. I mean, you went to Spain when you were like 16, 17?
I was 16 years old when I left Georgia and went in foreign country where I didn't know language, I couldn't speak with nobody. I had English, so when I starting in the school in Spain, my English teacher was my translator. If I needed something to speak to somebody, it was my English teacher, come please and help me. And like it was very difficult. Because 16 years old, you are starting to have friends in Georgia, your family, your place, and you go somewhere where you don't know to nobody. So it was very difficult for me. 3-4 months, first 3-4 months, I was like crying. I wanted to come back to Georgia, but I'm 17 years living there, so. It was a good decision, and it was for my parents that they made this step, and they decided for my future, for my sister's future. They thought that it was good to start living a new life in Spain.
If there are other young people who have the same situation like you, they are 16, 17, they moved to another country because of their parents, is there any advice you could give to them?
The advice is not to be alone, to start find somebody who Spanish or from another country, not to be only with Georgians. For me, the most important was that I started going to school, then I was playing football, so like 10 hours per day I was with Spanish people, and I think this is the most important, what you have to do, to be with local people and to start living their life.
I think, as you mentioned, sports or hobbies in general are a really good tool to meet local people.
Yes,
because you not just talk, you do something together you love.
Yeah, I have a very good example because when I went to Spain, I started living in a small city. It was Alicante, and I started school there, and I was playing football very good. So I didn't know Spanish, but there were people that they saw me playing football, and they were, George, come, play football, play football, play football. And like 16 years later, I came back with my wife to Alicante, and one guy in the bar, he said, you are Giorgi? And I said, oh, who are you? And he said me, we were together 16 years ago in Cabanillas, the school, and you were playing football very good. And I said, oh man, no. Like you don't need, if you have hobbies, you play something, you don't need language. You play and you communicate with people, you are with them. So 16 years later, this guy said me, yeah, I wasn't going with you in class, but I remember that you were playing football very good.
Let's talk about Georgia. We almost
we can
talked
hear all day long speaking about Georgia.
Yes, just tell me what comes first to you in mind when you think about Georgia.
People, warm people. Everybody wants to help you. Small country, like 30 years ago, it was Union Soviet. We had like 2 wars in 30 years, so people knows how to help, and they help you without wanting nothing from you. They don't expect money, nothing, and they help you because they love to do it. In this country, in Georgia, everybody thinks about everybody, I think. If you have any problem here, they don't speak English maybe, but they will call to somebody, their sisters, their neighbors. Somebody can speak in English. This guy needs to help, so let's help him. So this what I love of my country, and I hope we never lose it. I hope Georgia will continue like this, and we are happy to receive people from all over the world and to help them what they need.
There are many people who will love to travel, and Georgia probably, I mean, the country Georgia is probably not on their map, not even on their thinking. When I told people I moved to Georgia, so many people told me, you go to United States. Oh, where did you go? Where is this country?
State of United States.
So what can people expect if they travel?
This is a small country, but you have like everything what you need. You have sightseeing, you have sea, Black Sea, you have mountains, you have people who can help you. So I'm like 17 years living in Spain, and all my summers is Georgia. And not only because I have family here, because I love this place. And I think there are a lot of European people, how you, Jan, that they didn't know nothing about this country. They came here and they fell in love. So you have to try. You have to try, and not to think that this is near Russia, this is near like Ukraine, this is there are problems like this. Georgia some years ago, it was like 3rd or 4th country, the most I don't remember.
Dime en español.
En español, el país más seguro.
Ah, sí.
El país más seguro.
With the most security, like it's safety. Yeah.
Yes, the 4th or 5th country of the world, the most safe country, because people only remember what it was like 20 years ago, that there were problems in Georgia, but nowadays it's one of the most the safest places you can meet. The most beautiful, and for us that we are coming from Europe, even is cheap. So you have to do it now. So because like in 2-3 years, I don't know what it will be here, but now it's very cheap, very beautiful, and very safe. So
when I tell my friends about the safety, I often bring this as a fact. And Georgia is, like by statistics, way safer than Germany. But they say, nah, that's not true. But it's true.
You have to see all the statistics, yeah.
And what I want to say about Georgia, about what I think, or the people I know who live here from different countries, is you have many really nice facts about Georgia: the mountains, the sea, the people. But I think the most valuable thing is like the feeling you get in the country.
Yeah, sure.
And of course, all these things come together But I think the feeling, if you live in Georgia, if you spend time here, is so good. So yeah, I always tell my friends, come here, and some do. And hopefully some more after they hear what you said. So yeah, I think it's a feeling that it just gives you a brilliant feeling.
Yeah, you know this better than me. You say that the feeling is nice. You are foreign. You speak Georgian, but not so good, and you feel it in yourself. A European foreign man came here, and everybody wants to help you. Everybody wants to be nice with you. So I'm happy that a German guy, Jan, is speaking so good about my country. So I'm very happy about it. And I hope many people, how you, will make this step. They will not be worried, and they will come here, and they will be surprised. 100%. A very good example. My Spanish friend. He came with me from Spain like 3 weeks ago. He was 1 week here, and he said, "George, every summer Georgia will my destination." Yeah,
that says a lot. So I guess this is a big invitation to you guys. Just come here, visit Georgia, and you will always be happy about this decision. I'm pretty sure. I'm sure. Giorgi's sure. So it will be a good decision. After talking about Georgia, let's talk a bit about you again. And about your family. You have a 4-year-old daughter? Or
yeah.
How old is she? 4?
Yeah.
Tell me, what does it mean to you being a dad?
I think the feeling, you will. I have never had this feeling, and I think I will never have this feeling, because I want to have more children. But the first for me was very different. My dad always said to me, "George, you will never know this feeling before you get dead." So now I know what is it. My life and my wife's life changed changed everything. But for us, changed everything for good, for better. We were thinking about us all time, about what we want to buy, which shoes you would like, where to fly. And nowadays we are together working, and our first thing is what Teona will like, what our daughter will like, what to buy for her, what will be better for her. So our life is around her. Yeah. All day long, 24 hours, 7 days per week, 30 days per month is her, and her. If we wouldn't decide to have children, maybe our economic situation would be better. We would have more money. We would have a bigger house in Spain. We would have like a lot of things, better car. But this feeling is unpayable. No money, no nothing. What I feel when I come back home from work and she's like running to me, "Papa, Papa, Papa." No money, man. Nothing will pay this.
I appreciate every single one of you for watching this video until the end. Closing the interview, I'm curious. Have you ever heard of the country Georgia before? Or do you even plan to travel here now? Please share your thoughts down below in the comments. I'd love to hear them. Together we can continue learning, growing and inspiring. See you in the next video.